Here we're asked to solve the system of equations x minus y plus z equals 4, 2y plus z equals 4, and 2x minus 5y equals 1/2 using inverse matrices. So we're going to start with the basic equation in matrix form, ax equals b, where A is the coefficient matrix, given up here. X is the matrix of variables, x, y, and z, and B is the matrix of what the constants, what they're equal to. If I get rid of those arrows, I could write this in the form A is 1, -1, 1, 0, 2, 1, make my 1 bigger, and 2, -5, 0. Wow, that's ugly. Let's try that again. X, in this case, is the matrix x, y, z equals B, the column matrix 4, 4, 1/2. Okay, what we're going to do if we use inverse matrices is this. We're going to solve AX equals B by taking the inverse matrix, or multiplying both sides by the inverse matrix of A to our equation. So multiply the left side and the right side. Remember, order is really important of our inverse matrix. Now remember, when you multiply a matrix by the inverse, it cancels out to the unit matrix. So I have X equals A inverse times B. Now this problem already calculated the inverse matrix for us. So up here you see our A matrix here of 1, -1, 1, and 0, 2, 1, and 2, -5, 0. That's our A matrix. And we already are given what the inverse matrix is. So we're going to multiply our inverse matrix by B. So we have, let's go over here and give more room. X equals A inverse, they told us, is -5, 5, 3, -2, 2, 1, and 4, -3, -2. And we're going to multiply that by B, which was this matrix right here, 4, 4, 1/2. Now remember, when you multiply matrices together, you do the row of the matrix on the left, multiply each component to the components of the column in the matrix on the right. So here we'll go 5 times 4 is -20, and 5 times 4 is +20, and 3 times 1/2 is 3/2. And then now we'll proceed to do the second row. Same thing. -2 times 4 is -8. +2 times 4 is +8. And 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. And lastly, 4 times 4 is 16. -3 times 4 is -12. And -2 times 1/2 is -1. So when we add those together, the components of each row, we have x is equal to -20, +20 cancel, so 3/2. -8 and +8 cancel, so 1/2. And 16 minus 12 is 4, minus 1 is 3. And remember, this was our matrix X, so that must be equal to X in the top, Y in the middle, and Z on the bottom. So sometimes you can answer in matrix form, which means this would be your answer, and sometimes you just write X equals 3/2, Y equals 1/2, Z equals 3. Done.